Hi, and welcome to this visualization practice that brings vitality, renewal, and energy pretty quickly to our system, which is why I use this very often, and I'm really honored to share it with you. So before we start, I want to introduce you to the Hebrew letter Hey. This is the letter of breath. It sounds like the exhale. It, according to the oral Torah, the oral tradition in Jewish mysticism, is known as the letter that God used to create the world. So whether you believe in a creation story or a God, the idea is it's this letter that brings life force. And just by looking at it, we can already start to figure out why. The Hebrew letter Hey has a flow from above and a flow from below. There's like an open window above and an open window below, which allows in a flow of wisdom through both directions. It allows in renewal and life force. Now there's another Hebrew letter known as the Chet that looks similar, but it's closed at the top. So you can imagine opening a window and fresh breeze flowing in. This is what the Hebrew letter allows us, especially around spring. This letter is connected specifically to the month of Nissan, the month of the spring consciousness of Passover, of freedom, because sometimes we are stuck in our own limited minds, and all we need is fresh perspective. We need to open a window, allow in a new breeze, allow in a deeper breath. So for this meditation, we will see this letter, bring it in, and breathe with it, and let it breathe us back to our state of flowing energy and vitality. So you can begin by coming into a comfortable position in your body. I like to have my soles of the feet planted on the chair or on the earth, my sit bones planted on the chair. Imagine the back of the heart is supported by a chair or a wall, and just begin to sink into the safety of the body. If you feel called to close your eyes, to come into your inner vision, and by closing our eyes, we allow a blank slate of possibility, like the dark moon, like a wash of darkness, to clear anything we are looking at or anything we've seen in the day, and to start fresh. Like a wash of dark moonlight. And with the eyes closed, in the mind's eye, we'll visualize the Hebrew letter Hey. You can imagine you are drawing it, or maybe it's a letter that's glowing, or somehow carved in nature. However you'd like to picture this letter, bring it to our mind's eye and examine the sturdiness of the legs, the curviness of the top, the long leg of the left side. Noticing the lines of this letter, and also noticing the spaces in the letter. So where is there open space? Where is there flow? And once you fully pictured this letter in front of you, we'll begin to breathe it in or pull it into the body. Like we're drawing it in through our inhale, and on the exhale, it settles somewhere within us. And for each of us, that's going to feel and look different. Where does the hay land in you? Perhaps there's parts of your body that resemble the lines and the trace of the letter. And there's parts inwardly that feel like the open space of the letter. Just observing how the hay comes into your shape. And once you find it, really start to deepen the breaths. And with the breaths, we'll invite in renewal from the top space of the hay and let it flow downward on the exhale. Inhaling through the top left of the hay and filling yourself up. And the exhale, we let it flow down and out through the bottom. 3 more breaths like this. Beautiful. Notice the imprint of the hay and where that breath traveled in your body. Where did it enter, move through, and where did it exit? Amazing. Now we'll inhale through the bottom space of the hay. So for me, it's through the earth and through the space between the feet. I'm inviting up towards my roots. Where is the bottom of your hay? Pulling the breath in and up. And the exhale sends it out through the top, like we're gifting our breath and life force back to the universe. We'll take 5 breaths like that, inhaling through the base and up, exhaling out and up. And now we'll breathe space around the hay, letting it fill up, perhaps expand, perhaps move, find a new motion or pathway, take up more space in the body so that there's more life force and more space for breath to flow through you. And if you get distracted, you can just feel the texture and the presence of your breath. Like an inward stroke, caressing yourself from the inside. And if there's an area in your body or your life that could use some renewal and energy and vitality, place the hay there. And as you do, see and feel the life pumping through it into you, into that area of life. Remember, this letter is not just flat, but it is dynamic. The flow comes through all directions, all sides. Maybe the hay wants to flop over or move backwards or rotate. Let it happen. Just follow the wisdom of this Hebrew letter, which has its own force of life. Good. And for these last few breaths, let's imagine our whole body encompassed by the letter Hey. Receiving breath, godliness, divinity, letting it soak you and wash through you. Receiving from above, receiving from below. We'll bring our hands to our heart. And we'll bow towards the wisdom of our heart and our body, allowing the deep unfolding of the universe, the intelligence of the divine, to reveal and move through us. Gently open your eyes. Thank you for practicing with me. I bless you so much freedom, openness, spaciousness, and from my heart to yours, immense freedom and capacity to hold all of life. Thank you for practicing with me. If you have any questions, reflections, insights, or requests for future practices, let me know. I'm here for you on your journey. Thank you.